just as soon as I turned aside. That's a big, big word for us. It's a big word. Just as soon as I turned aside, and just knowing that I'm engaged with you, and I'm turning aside into my Father's face. Oh, my heart just was tender in a moment. And so I love how the Lord is training us, and He's helping us to train our own soul and spirit to engage in a moment almost. Rather than flailing, grasping, wondering, where's my on-ramp, how do I get in? Because of with use, Paul said, strong meat is for those who by reason of use have exercised their senses to discern good and evil. Well, in this case, over time we exercise our senses. We exercise our capacity to engage our spirit man. So that just with the simple turning aside, our spirit man says, oh, our soul man says, oh, this is what you're doing? Okay, I'll go with you. I'll move with you. I'll obey. I'll be a partner. And that's just really, really huge, because if we haven't been to the gym with our soul and spirit, then it's all over the place. You know, it's like walking in the gym and you got the flab hanging down here rather than up here, you know, and it's just all over the place. It don't know what to do. It's kind of hanging on for the ride, but it's not much of a partner. But as we learn to exercise, and exercising our senses, as Paul calls it, he says, okay, strong meat, that's going to be your diet. I put up a short video, I think it's 1 minute to 3 minutes long or something like that. It was just a testimony of 2 times in the last maybe 2 months where in a kind of formal prayer line where I'm praying for people, I felt it was right to not pray with words, but I told them, if you're okay with it, I want to pray from my spirit to your spirit. And in those 2 cases, it was a very remarkable, notable exchange that happened, and we both felt it. There was a transfer that was more than what we've typically done with just kind of words. And now I'm not saying we can't engage with our spirit when we use our words. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I believe we're all growing. We're all growing. We're learning how to engage our spirit man when we get into, well, life in general, but specifically when we get into transfer mode, you know, where we're wanting to engage with another person. So anyway, I think we're going to go there more and more. In fact, if I could say this, I haven't really processed what I'm about to say, but it seems as though this dynamic that we're talking about is a precursor. It's the kind of the first fruits of learning how to actually be on site in the spirit with a person, you know, around the world or whatever. Because if you can't do it, let me put it this way: if we can only engage with our head, then our head can only be one place at one time. But if we learn to engage with our spirit, then our spirit is in God, and of course God is omnipresent. So that gives us our tracks to engage. So anyway, I feel like that the Lord is giving us some really good indicators that we're growing well.